Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Let's begin this day together with some inspiring thoughts from God's holy word.
Judge not, that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not consider the plank in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite! First remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Matthew chapter 7, verses 1 through 5. It is worth remembering that we see our own reflection in other people. There is a common saying that we have to take people as we find them, and no doubt that is true. But it is also true that we make people what we find them. If we find people bleak and unfriendly, in all likelihood we are seeing our own reflection in them. If we find people depressing, in all likelihood it is that we make them that way. There is a kind of equal justice in life. Jesus says, "For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you." Matthew chapter 7, verse 2. It would do us a great deal of good to remember that our criticism of others usually is nothing other than the criticism of ourselves, if we only had the eyes to see it. So we must bring to the world a merry heart and a happy face. But if we must bring it to others, we must first get it for ourselves, and we can only get it from Jesus Christ. Jesus turns water into wine at a wedding feast in Cana of Galilee. See John chapter 2, verses 1 through 11. Whatever else this story means, and however we are to take it, one thing is quite certain. It means that whenever and wherever Jesus comes into life, there comes into life with him a new exhilaration, which is like turning water into wine. Grenfell of Labrador once came to Johns Hopkins University in America looking for a nurse to come back to Labrador to help with the work there. This is how he put it, quote, "If you want to have the time of your life, come with me and run a hospital next summer for the orphans of the Northland. There will not be a cent of money in it for you, and you will have to pay your own expenses. But I will guarantee you will feel a love for life you have never before experienced. It is having the time of anyone's life to be in the service of Christ." End quote. There stands the prescription for the merry heart and the happy face. What about you today? Have you found and are you following the prescription Jesus gives for going through life with a merry heart and a happy face? Why not turn your disposition over to him today? You may be surprised at what a difference it can make. This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
We believe.